Welcome to Unit 4.4, using AI to read external libraries documentation. This video will explore unlocking the limits of IoT with external libraries and AI, transforming you from a coder to a creator without starting from scratch. Writing all code from zero is impossible. External libraries are free, ready-made code developed worldwide to quickly solve specific problems, such as accessing data, AI, and data processing. External libraries are essential. For example, popular Python libraries include requests for fetching and sending data over the internet, NumPy for advanced mathematical calculations, and Matplotlib for plotting and data visualization. To install these libraries, we use the "pip install requests" command. Remember, pip install is an operating system command that must be typed in the command prompt or terminal, not directly in a .py code file. Comparing standard Python PC server with MicroPython ESP32 reveals differences. MicroPython has limited processing power, and package installation uses the Thonny IDE. It uses, quote, "urequests" instead of requests, and does not support graphics like Matplotlib. A common challenge for developers is the, quote, "language barrier." Documentation is often long, in English, and filled with technical jargon that can be difficult to understand. AI can serve as a technology translator. We can copy complex code or documentation links and ask AI, such as AI Tutor, to explain the content in simple terms for people without a basic foundation. The formula for effective AI prompts is to structure your request clearly. Include the context, MicroPython on ESP32, the goal, sending data for line notify, and constraints, shortest code example and clear explanation. This yields an actionable output. Here's an example. The ESP32 measures a temperature of 35 degrees Celsius. Using quote, "urequests" and an authorization token, the data is sent via the internet to line, which then notifies the user about the high temperature. To achieve this, we first import urequests and JSON libraries. We then define line_URL to specify the API endpoint of line notify, indicating where the data should be sent. Next, we include the quote to authenticate the request, followed by the payload. Finally, the urequests.post command executes the request, sending the data. Let's clarify some common misconceptions. Reality is, pip install is an OS command. Also, the resource-limited ESP32 cannot handle libraries like Matplotlib and requires specialized alternatives. Finally, real-world IoT projects always depend on external libraries. The new era of IoT creators combines hardware, ESP32, for physical control, external libraries for expanded software capabilities, and an AI assistant for comprehension and faster learning. You don't need to memorize everything. Just know how to search, connect, and command your tools to work together.